The topic of this video lecture is multiplexing. Multiplexing is the method of dividing a physical channel into many logical channels so that the independent signals may be simultaneously transmitted to network. The aim of multiplexing is to share an expensive resource, that is bandwidth, and to minimize the utilization of channel. Now there are two types of multiplexing. One is a frequency division multiplexing and second is time division multiplexing. Now we discuss frequency division multiplexing. In this multiplexing is an analog technique that can be applied when the bandwidth of a link is greater than the combined bandwidth signals to be transmitted. In frequency division multiplexing, signal generated by each sending device modulates different carrier frequencies. These modulated signals are then combined into a single composite signal that can be transmitted by the link. Frequency division multiplexing is an analog multiplexing technique that combines signal, for example, radio, television, broadcasting, etc. See, this figure shows the frequency division multiplexing. Now, what are the applications of frequency division multiplexing? It is used for AM radio and radio broadcasting. 550 kHz bandwidth is assigned to each station. FDM is used for TV broadcasting. In this frequency, range is 80 to 108 MHz. In this, each channel is of 700 MHz. Now, what are the advantages of FDM? Now, the first advantage of FDM, it is a simple, it is inexpensive, it is popular with radio, TV cable, all the receivers, cellular telephones need not be sent at the same location. It is not sensitive to propagation delays. It always maximum transmission link use. Next, multiplexing is a time division multiplexing. Time division multiplexing is a digital process. It always several connections to share the high bandwidth of a link. Instead of sharing a portion of the bandwidth as in FDM, here in TDM, time is shared. Each connection occupies a portion of time in the link. For example, telephone system. See, the figure shows time division multiplexing. Now there are two types of time division multiplexing. First is a synchronous TDM and second one is asynchronous TDM, that is called as a statistical TDM. Now in synchronous time division multiplexing, multiplexer allocates exactly the same time slot to each device at all times. For example, time slot capital A is assigned to device capital A alone and cannot be used by any other device. Each time its allocated time slot comes up, a device has the opportunity to send a portion of its data. If a device has to transmit or does not have to data to send, its time slot remains empty. Now, what are the advantages of synchronous TDM? It is a digital signal. It is relatively simple. It is commonly used with ISDN, Integrated Services Digital Network. Now, what are the disadvantages of synchronous TDM? It is a wastage of bandwidth. Now, next is asynchronous time division multiplexing. Asynchronous means something different in multiplexing in the area of data communication. It means flexible or not fixed. Suppose a number of inputs equal to 5, then number of slots in each frame equal to 3. Asynchronous multiplexer transmit only the data from the active workstations. If the workstation is not active, no space is wasted on the multiplex stream. A statistical or asynchronous multiplexers occupy the incoming data streams and creates frames containing only the data to be transmitted. Hence, asynchronous time division multiplexing or statistical TDM is designed to avoid this type of wastage of bandwidth.